NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. DA, it's all yours.
Well, some say Jrue Holiday is the best defender in the league that no one talks about. He said, "I don't need any accolades. I don't like being famous. But for guys to remember how I play defense on them, that respect, that's the only accolade I want. It's fun for me, playing myself to total exhaustion." Kevin?
What a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. Smitty, we have great athletes on the floor in this one. Shouldn't be any shortage of some highlight reel type plays.
Yeah, this game, nobody will make my segment under the rim. Smitty's under the rim. Everything will be above the rim tonight. I'm excited.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Zion is the 4. It Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the small forward. And for Los Angeles, they've got Paul George. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Now here's Ball. Coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain, he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one.
Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one. Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
To the middle, here's Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Beverley. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Warriors in San Francisco. And that one's good. Leonard.
That time he kept it himself. Leonard playing a chess game on the pick and roll.
Williamson with it. He's against Morris. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280. And he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
Bounce pass from Beverley. Pass to Zubac. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
And Beverley kicks to George. Shot clock at 6. Can't hit that one.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And it's Williamson missing. Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. George looking over the floor. That shot, no good. Here's New Orleans. Outside Holiday. Ball against Beverley. Ball, the pass to Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And that's now 7 points for Zion Williamson. Clippers trail by 4. The pass to Zubac. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Outside, George. Just 5 on the clock. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Derek Favors. Good season for him last year. 9th in shooting percentage and ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And, you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Ball against Beverly. Ring shot on the way. Here's Williamson. That shot no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Nobody near Leonard. Misses and the dry spell continues.
Rare for him to get a wide-open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start. Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
Platoon swap here for the Clippers. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Harrell finds Williams. Shoots over Redick. Here's Harrell. It's blocked. On the wing, Holiday. Guarded by Jackson. Yep, that one goes. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
There's Williams with the 3. Rebounded by Hart. Pelicans leading by 8. To the inside. And it's Melly missing.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And the basket by Jackson.
You know, a little inconsistent from deep when he first entered the league. Jackson now an emerging three-point threat.
Holiday against Jackson. Holiday attacking. And the rejection by Harrell. .44 seconds left in the first quarter. And Redick kicks to Hart. Puts it up from 12. Good as the jump shot falls.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Passes it to Green. The dish to Jackson. .23 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Harrell. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Incredible activity from Montrezl Harrell. So many of his points is off the offensive glass.
Redick with the bucket. Williams looking over the floor. Count it.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Got it off in time, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's New Orleans, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break. Ball Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back. That was enough for me. In my darkest days, I knew it was nothing to what my mom went through, and she came out perfectly fine. So.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday at the 1 and Reddick at the 2. He's out there with Hart, and it's Okafor in at the 5. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have two elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart, won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Ball's checked in. Here's Green. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco. It's deflected. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The three-time sixth man of the year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space." Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always does it. Thank you. Pelicans shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
The second overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes. But whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Lou Williams. Here's Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Morris just to George. 6 to shoot. Pass to Beverly. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And it's Harrell missing. And Greg, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for him to make the next step in his game?
Well, in that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from 3. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively.
Pass to Morris. And they get it. Harrell trying to free himself up. Great positioning on the putback.
He combines strength and a ferocious attitude. Montrez is a terror on putbacks.
Leonard against Ingram. Leonard with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Here's Williamson, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on the Los Angeles Clippers. The entire offseason leading up to tonight, Steve, as a player, do you already know if your team has a chance to be special this early?
You know, Kevin, yeah, you do. And I think the teams that I've been on and teams that you see and saying we don't have a chance to win, you try to trick yourself. You're looking at management and ownership. Can we make a deal throughout this year to get us in contention? But you got to be realistic. You know the team that you don't have a chance to win their championship.
Melly passes to Ingram, misses the layup.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And the pass to Harrell. Kicks it out to Leonard. Lets it fly from 18. Nice jump shot. Good. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
Hard not to call Leonard's number every time down the floor. He's become that dominant.
Ingram. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Beverly looking around. Here's Leonard. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Andre Shamet comes in for Marcus Morris. Williams is checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
Lightning speed. Lou picks the ball clean, gets it up ahead, and that's a nice play.
And here is Ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Kings in Sacramento. This is his second trip to the free throw line. That's good from Ball.
And at 6'6", Ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Williams. Pelicans with the rebound. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Ball. Offensive rebound. It's tipped. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Williams with the ball. No good on the last second attempt there. And the first half is now in the books. Pelicans lead by 10. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
Well, I mean, defensively, we still have to be good. We got to rebound the basketball. And then we've got to continue to push the basketball and score offensively.
We'll see if you can keep that going in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A tremendous start for Zion Williamson. He had 11 points and 2 rebounds. What did you think, Shaq, about New Orleans?
Everyone talks about the athleticism of Zion Williamson. In the first half, he also showed us the skill. Yes, he did. Loves to handle the ball. He's developing more moves down low. I must say, I'm impressed. That just makes it easier for him to get to the rim and finish.
Kenny, what's your take on the Clippers?
They're being far less aggressive than they ought to be. The free throw differential is huge right now. It's threatening to determine the outcome of the game. So they have to get into the lane and challenge defenders to make them try to stop them.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Oh, go over there.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
And the Pelicans under head coach Alvin Gentry, a team that looks to get out and run.
Reason why, GA, he was an assistant under Mike D'Antoni in Phoenix when the pace and space trend was just getting started. Also on the bench for the Warriors, and we know how they like to get up and down. That up-tempo style is what he preaches.
Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Pass to Zubac. Beverly against Ball. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With the shot. That shot off, and it's the Pelicans taking it the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Down by 12. Outside, George. And he banks in the layup. George has got his first basket.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
It's George on the wing and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. George has got his second bucket of the night. New Orleans leading by 8. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Favors dishes to Ingram. Leonard with the steal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Clippers trail by 8. Pass to Zubac. Kicks it to George. Dishes it to Leonard. 5 to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got 16.
A beast on the dribble drive. You see Kawhi right there, undeterred by contact.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. You know, the league is trying to maximize competition, Steve, and flatten the draft lottery odds has been one way to do it. Will that be enough, or is there still work to be done in that regard?
You know, I love the way they've done it so far, but I still think they can tweak it even more. A product on the floor where teams get a chance to compete for all 82 games. I like what I'm seeing right now.
And the Clippers making a change here. Harrell's checked in. Beverly wide open. Pelicans with the rebound. Hart's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Inside, Okafor. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Pelicans have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Landry Shamet checked in for Marcus Morris. Williams comes in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Jackson against Holiday. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Sinks the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Reggie Jackson.
One of the better defenders in the league. Drew Holiday embraces the challenge.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, something I remember from their last game is how good he was at the line.
And defending the top scorers in the league is no picnic. But Drew Holiday says it's fun for him.
That's what he grew up on. He comes from a basketball family. Defense was a topic of conversation at the dinner table.
They are just killing on the interior.
Ball's knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. Now Jackson. For the lead. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
We talk a lot about Jackson's athleticism, but his wingspan really shows up on the backboard.
And the Pelicans making a change here.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
Bounce pass, Holiday. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Redick inside the line. Here's Hayes. Banked in off the glass.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Outside Leonard. Lets it go with a 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Leonard's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers. The Pelicans have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Holiday against Jackson. And Holiday kicks to Redick. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Clippers leading by 4. Leonard, that's for 2. Kept alive. Got a hand on it. There's 21 seconds left in the third. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Lou Williams.
J.J. Redick, the former Blue Devil, has really been the game's most deadliest shooters.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Redick against Williams. Puts up a 3. Off the mark.
Good defense from J.J. He competes out there, and that's what you love to see.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. What a quarter that saw them. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent a basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So for New Orleans right now, at the forward slots, Ingram and Melly. Their backcourt, Ball and Redick. And it's Hayes in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Here's Melly. It's stolen by Green. Now, here's Shamet. He's covered by Ingram. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
A big key to the Clippers' recent surge, the development of Montrezl Harrell. His activity and his ability to score have been infectious for this team, and he also can be very intimidating.
George is checked in for Jackson. Ball against Williams. Redick for three. Tries again. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Ingram.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And the Clippers getting Harrell in that Chris Paul deal. Turned out to be a decent trade for both teams.
You're totally right. The Rockets already had Capella. Harrell was sort of a redundant in terms of skill set. And you can only have one rim runner on the floor before you began to compromise spacing.
Pass to Redick. 4 on the shot clock. Ingram attacking. That shot is off. Great D that time from Harrell. Shamet with it. Now guarded by Redick. And that one's good. Jordan. And now a 6-point Clipper lead.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Ingram outside. Takes the three. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And the speed of Ingram makes him a nightmare for defenses in pick and rolls, constantly keeping them guessing.
And the Clippers call time here.
And you think of the resiliency of New Orleans. It feeds into the ethos of their sports teams, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Certainly the Pelicans have had their challenges too. Injuries, turnover, and leadership. You can't give up, though. I think that's something this organization and the fans can relate to.
Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Morris comes in for Green, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams. Drew Holiday is checked in for New Orleans. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Thank you, David. Shamet on the wing. Shoots from the elbow. They grab their own miss. Zubac. And he makes the first. Well, Ivica Zubac may not block a lot of shots, but Smitty, he is still a solid defender.
What Zubac does is a great job of challenging players at the rim and provides great help from the weak side. He does rack up a lot of defensive fouls, but hopefully that decreases with time.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. To the inside. Here's Ingram. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got his 5th rebound in this one. From the arc. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got 4 rebounds in this game. Williamson, the pass to Holiday. And it's sent back by George. Now here's Williamson. Favors, dishes to Ingram. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the middle. Here's Zubac. Great D that time from Favors. Pelicans trail by 5. Here's Williamson. That shot misses. Great D that time from Leonard. Here's George. Makes good on the step-back jumper. George has got 10 points in just the second half.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Got that one up quick. Leonard's got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
And it's been a terrific night for him in terms of the scoreboard. They've run a bunch of sets for him, and he's continued to come through. Scoring as well as he has, it's taken a lot of pressure off the rest of his teammates.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Outside Holiday. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
There's the triple. He doesn't hit that one. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Ingram. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And there's Bas to Zubac. Ball against Beverly. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Ingram attacking. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
The instincts of Ingram, just seeing a lane and pouncing on in a blink of an eye.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Beverly finds Leonard. And that one goes long.
This has reached desperation time for him.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
And how about the focus of Ingram? Not getting overtaken by the heat of the moment, nailing the shot in the face of the defender.
Williams is checked in for Patrick Beverly. And the Clippers call time here. They're ahead by 5. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now the Clippers with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
Kawhi was drafted 15th overall in 2011. If they had a redraft, I wonder what number he would go down.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Outside Holiday. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
You've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Leonard. So the Clippers with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together, and we just stick to that. Keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.